man.
Can I just say, I am absolutely astonished, by the way, that no team that's trying to qualify for Champions League, no top team in this league has yet to make a bid for Ivan Toney. I believe Ivan would do an excellent job at Arsenal. And by the way, can I just say, he's on £20,000 a week at Brentford. We could double his wages, sell Eddie.
But doesn't that tell you something, Brandon? The fact that that's not happened, doesn't that tell you something?
Yeah, and Brandon, I'm in your camp. I rate him. But if I become dispassionate for a moment and take my bias away, the fact that nobody's going in for him, it's a red flag. If you see a geezer that's 32, 33 years old, got money, gorgeous, looks like a cross between Jules Clooney and Brad Pitt. He's got a six-pack, the job, the money, the looks, smells great. And he's single and no one really likes him and his exes all think he's a dick. That probably tells you there's a problem there. That's why he's single at that age, bruv. You know what I'm saying, right? I love Ivan Toney. I don't like all the talk about bad this, bad that. I don't think it's about attitude, nothing. So objectively in my head, maybe there's something we're not seeing as fans that professional football people don't like. And we're just not. I'll give you an example. The amount of times I was told by people that Wilfried Zaha was a world-class talent. And I'm just like, but he isn't. And I'm not even judging it on my own opinion. I'm judging it on who wants to buy him and where he plays up until like he's 30. That tells you that I don't know. I get where you're coming from, Brandon. It confuses me, but maybe there's a reason.
Apparently for us. Hang on, before anyone else comes in here, we're talking about Arsenal winning a league, right? Everybody talks about how many goals we scored last season. That's fair enough. I get that. But it's still 5 goals less than Manchester City. We don't have a player in this squad who is natural in terms of finishing, apart from Trossard, right? And Eddie Nketiah, who's not good enough anyway. I don't care about what Ivan Toney does off the pitch. I'm all about what he does on the pitch. Last season, he played the majority of the season. He still came back, played 17 games and scored 5 goals in the league, right? The season before that, he scored 20. This is a guy that knows the league, that scores goals, that can offer everything that we need, including.
So why does no one want him in the top 6? Why? You tell me, Brandon.
Sorry, guys. Just sorry, because loads of voices. Brandon, everything you've said spot on, and I agree with you on a football level. I don't like all the talk of bad attitude, bad this. I'm like, show me the fucking evidence. I'm talking about it, and I want to throw this back to you. What do you think the football reason is why no one's going for him?
I honestly don't know, Tel. I really don't. Because, like I said, the guy's proven it in the league. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's on very small wages. So why anybody wouldn't take a £40 million punt, I have no idea, mate, to be honest.
That says a lot, though. That says a lot, though. Then you're saying
tell you something. There's something that we don't know. There's something that all these clubs don't know that we don't know. And if that something is big enough for all of them to be scared of him, then I'm scared of him too. Keep it pushing.
Do you guys think
he's a good player? I hear what you're saying. Great player.
Do you guys think that they've looked at him from how he's come back after his ban, and maybe it's not looked right? Maybe they say he just doesn't look how he looked before he.
It could be. It could be something else. It could be the fact that maybe after this ban thing. You know how, like, if you gamble, you're told to take classes and all that. Maybe he missed a couple of classes, or he did something that while during that period, and they're like, this guy hasn't learned his lesson. We don't need this kind of energy in the club.
Yeah,
you don't know what they know. Nobody knows what they know.
Maybe there's that. I've always felt it more this. When a player plays for Brentford, how often he's up against a low block, team sitting back behind him, goes to one of these big clubs. Arsenal tried, but there was another player nobody came in for, and we all call him a Premier League legend. No one really tried to sign Vardy other than Arsenal one summer. And I remember listening to like pros talk about it and say it's because he's really suited in his pomp to where teams are playing higher against them, not sitting back, and the ball can be knocked in behind for him, and he ran onto it. The problem is if he would have joined all the top teams when he was in his pomp, how often in games is that space in behind for that ball to be knocked into, as an example? Maybe there's an element that's been looked at by the scouts, looked at by the sort of the coaches, where they think he may struggle for our clubs because most teams sit behind the ball against us, and we haven't seen enough of his ability in those. Again, I'm just throwing it out there as a theory. I think he's excellent, but I can't ignore the red flag, which is loads of fans rate him, but clubs don't. There's something there. This super chat says goal scoring.
Sorry,
yeah, go on, very quickly. Go on.
It doesn't necessarily be a striker, right? It could be a goal scoring winger. We've seen Liverpool win the league with forwards from that score from the flanks, right? We've seen it at City too, when they had Sterling and Sane and they had Jesus as a false nine. The goal scoring play that we need doesn't have to be a striker. I don't understand why people are obsessed with it being a centre forward. It can be someone who gets goals from the wing. Right,
I agree. And yeah, I totally agree with you. And I got what the boys were saying about bringing it up on a show like this. I still think you have to look for it, because with Martinelli's form, one injury and suddenly you're short, but there is a time and a place. Goal scoring isn't the problem. We have a consistent issue. I'm sick of my fellow Arsenal fan base. When you say we have a consistent issue, I'd love you to tell me what that is, Nate. Thank you, bro. Villa had a striker on the pitch. What happened to their chances? If we need a striker, like people keep going on about, goals will not be our problem. Thank you, bro. Havertz did well today, came back and helped out a lot. The issue is left wing, period. Saka cooks the right side. We need to snatch Sterling and get him on the left. A new striker will take half of the season to settle. Raheem Sterling. Could that be the answer, viewers? Let us know.
Sonny, never say that again in your life. Just don't ever put that in. Don't put that into the ethos again, ever.
Dodgy Bill here says, "Come on, you gooners! Trossard, huge impact. Terry, get the StreamYard in the WhatsApp. It is in the WhatsApp, is it? I don't know if KJ shared it." Colin here says, 2 games played, 6 points won. Be a team that caused us problems last year. Be happy. I'm loving life right now. Martinelli was disappointing, but Trossard is staking a claim for the starting 11. Please remember Dio and Kunde. That's sorry, I forgot it was your name for a second there.
It's Kunle. It's Kunle.
Kunle. Sorry, Kunle. Sorry, that's
it's Kunle. Stop saying Kunle. It's Kunle.
By the way,
but you know these guys now. They don't know how to say it now.
You know what it is? Hang on, but I tell you what the problem is. Kule. Okay, do you know what the problem is? Now, I've heard you say it's fine. I don't like taking direction from nobody else, because we have Dio on, who is Nigerian, who was telling me the other day how to say Wanyeri, but now Wanyeri, the way he said it himself is different from what he told me.
Yeah, because I'm Yoruba. No, listen, because Terry, I'm Yoruba, and here he's Igbo. In Nigeria, there's 250 tribes. Yeah, I don't speak his language.
He said that it's one. I forgot how he said it now. Fuck, it's gone.
Wanyeri.
It's gone.
Wanyeri without the N. Wanyeri. Yeah, like, that's how he pronounced it when they asked him himself, like in the video.
Some of them videos are funny though. Some of those videos are really funny. Some of them are so funny.
The thing is, like, there's multiple tribes in Nigeria. A lot of different languages, not dialects, languages. So the way they pronounce and their letters are different from mine. So, sometimes it's hard. We can all be from Nigeria.
Why are you fighting this battle, bro? You got it wrong.
No, I'm not telling him. That's what I said. No. Hey, I own up. I got it wrong.
Please, this here says, Brandon, my favorite buzz killer, can't take Brandon to a party. Leave him at home. Talk about the strike is lame. Watkins is a player. All these negative Muppets would get in a heartbeat, and he shat the bed and was the difference between winning and losing for Villa. No such thing as a certainty in football. I think, PD, that is also very, very true indeed. Stop it regardless of support. Martinelli has wasted countless final third and box entries and final ball crosses with either foot in the last year now. Again, that is also true. Guys, you are taking the happenings of watching a football match. Taking the happenings of watching taking the happiness out of watching a football match. You don't know how long it has taken us to win like this. I think that's very, very true. Very, very true. Mm-hmm. A great result against Villa compared to last year, yet people are acting like we lost 2-0. Why everyone is mentioning Rice when clearly Martinelli's issue is baffling. He needs to sit on the bench. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Rice talk online, and I just don't get. Yeah, if anyone's expecting him to be Xavi, fair enough, but why would you expect that? I thought he did a good job again today. I don't get it. Can't believe you're disrespecting Martinelli. He's one of our best finishers. Our transition from defense to attack was slow. Martinelli is good on the counter, not when everyone is just standing, is what Real Madrid Arsenal says. Oh, supports 2 teams. Certain players have a drop off in certain games at bad times. No doubts we can score. We simply falter under pressure. You didn't today, Nate. Big up Terry and the beautiful panel. Fantastic win for us, but we still need a striker and a winger. In this case, I reckon we get Nico Williams and Yorkeres. Can you imagine you sign those two between now and the end of the window?
That's 10 out of 10 window. Wrap it up.
Crazy.
Everything. We're favorites if we do that.
And for the double, mate. Double.
Absolutely.